Hey, I'm Tim Chaisson, and you're watching Marina Boy TV.
So we are currently in a McDonald's on the corner of Queen and Spadina. There isn't really anywhere quiet for us to interview, so we figured we'd make the best of it. I don't want to do any product placement back. So you come from a very musical family.
Yep.
How did that shape you as an artist? Do you think it had a huge effect on you?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Like, I grew up in a big family, and everybody played music, so it's just one of those things that it's kind of, you just do it. And I don't even remember when I first actually started playing. Like, the fiddle music is, like, Celtic music, East Coast stuff is the most prominent in our family, so fiddle was my first instrument, and all my older brothers played. There's 6 of my family, and then a whole whack of first cousins, so everybody played, and you know, always got together and played, had little bands and stuff like that going on. So yeah, it was definitely a huge thing for me, and it made you kind of want to improve on your skills too. I think whenever, you know, your brothers and yeah, exactly, you know,
so you're from PEI.
Yep.
So do you think that being from the Maritimes has affected your music anyway?
Yes, definitely. The Maritimes are a very unique place, I think, land of Canada, because I think, well, if you go back, you know, hundreds of years, everybody settled on the East Coast. Like, that was the first spot that everybody came. So I think the richest area, and I'm not just saying that because I'm from there, but like, I think one of the richer areas of music is Atlantic Canada, because it's so like old and so much history there, and it kind of, like, to a certain extent, it kind of has always been like that. I think it's unique in that way because, you know, music's just part of life, and it's not something that you, like, as a teenager, like, oh, it's cool to, like, play guitar because I want to get a bunch of girls and all that kind of stuff. That might be a little bit of it, but you know.
That was the main reason. I forget my family, just for the girls.
Yeah, exactly. Well, to a certain extent. But no, but it's true, because you just grow up and you play it since you're a kid, and that's just the way it goes.
You mentioned touring, and you do that a lot. What is life like on the road for you?
It's good. Like, I love it. It's there's definitely ups and downs on the road, and especially like when you're with the same people too. Like, it's awesome. I love the guys in my band. They're great. And but, you know, there's always times, like, especially when you're like trying to like make a name for yourself and stuff like that. And, like, some shows are awesome, some shows are great. Like, after the show, you're like, this is awesome. I can't wait to like keep doing this. And then the next night you play, and it's like, you know, it's rough. Like, or something doesn't work out, and like, there's like, you know, just ups and downs, I guess. Yeah.
And you played the Olympics last year.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Probably one of the funnest weeks we've all had as a band, I would say, because we only played 2 shows or 3 shows, which were like all packed, which is awesome because everybody's there, and we had like the other 3 nights to end the other 2 nights to party as well.
It's like
too.
and to write.
Yeah, and we just you know, took it in Robinson Square, and like, we didn't get to go to any actual events, but we you know, we had everything was taken care of for us too. It was just like one of those gigs that was, you know, I just wish I could do them all the time. We had so much fun.
Do you have any crazy road stories for us that you're actually able to share? This is kind of a PG site, so
PG.
Nothing too inappropriate.
Yeah. Gosh. Well, one of them that's really funny actually happened in Toronto. It's kind of a long story that I can't get into. Basically, Tian jumped off the balcony, but he didn't mean to jump. Like, he didn't. He got locked out on a balcony, jumped off the balcony, and this is one of the funnier ones that's like PG. You know, we don't have to get into the other stuff. But yeah, he got locked out on the balcony before a show, and he had no cell phone at the time. And he jumped off, he decided to be like moon floor, and he thought it'd be fine. He'd get back in the house, and he ended up having to go to the hospital, and nobody knew about it. Like, we weren't there at the time, so it's somebody's house, and we didn't know.
What did he injure?
His back. Yeah. And so he went to the hospital, and he was there up until like 20 minutes before the show, and it was like a showcase in North by Northeast. And I'm leaving out so many details, but it was like the most like stressful / like funniest.
No one knew where he was.
Yeah, nobody knew when he was at the hospital, and we were like, I wonder where Tian's at. Like, sound checks right now. We haven't heard from him. We ended up doing sound check without him, and then we're like, we actually ended up. I don't know how.
Don't you get a phone call at the hospital? Can you?
Yeah. Well, no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't tell us that he was actually there, and like, anyways, that was a ridiculous day and night. But
you found him eventually.
We found him like literally like 20 minutes before the show, and he had his hospital band on still and everything, and like got him up on stage like 5 minutes before the show, and we played. So it worked out.
I'm gonna throw this idea out here. I think that there's a good chance we might be soulmates.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit of a creep, and I noticed that you are a fan of Will Hogue.
Yeah, oh, I
who
love
is
Blowhole.
like
Yeah. Oh,
probably
yeah.
my favorite person on the whole.
Yeah, how did you hear of Blowhole?
I went on the Rock Boat. There's like a music cruise every year,
Okay.
and he plays on it.
Oh,
so
okay.
he's probably my favorite person like on the planet.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest guys ever. And
I've never seen him live.
You're missing out.
Never
Come on
seen
Rock
him
Boat. We should get you on Rock Boat.
Where is that?
It's by a company named Six Man, and it goes every year, and it ports from different places. This year it's porting from New Orleans, and it goes to somewhere tropical. I think he'd be a good fit on Rock Boat. I'll pimp it. I'll see what I can do. I'll pull some strings and start sucking up. But are there any other artists that you think that people should know but they may not be aware of?
Tim Chaisson. He's from the East Coast. He's from Cape Breton Island.
You worked with him as well.
Yeah, I wrote some songs with him just recently, and yeah, he's great. And who are we listening to lately? There's a band from Scotland that I played with at a festival in Ontario, but they're more like of a Celtic band, but he writes songs and sings full songs. His name's Paul McKenna. It's the Paul McKenna Band. And I've listened to a lot of him lately too, that not many people here know of. There's so many. There's a lot of great bands on KPI too, and the East Coast. But yeah, those are like two of my recommendations. Yep.
Has there been a question that you've always wanted to be asked, that you've rehearsed maybe and had this like great answer for, and then no one has ever asked you?
I don't know if I have. No.
I have. I sit there and practice in my head what I would say. No, you don't have any? It's a big chance.
Yeah, I don't think I have, to be honest with you. Because I don't ever think about, I know people like always tell me like, you should think about what you're going to say in interviews, but I just talk to people and it's not necessarily the best answers. But I don't think I've ever had a question that I really, really wanted somebody to ask me.
Never mind then.
Sorry, that's terrible.
Good, well, can't wait to catch you in your back for next.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's go get a Big Mac now.
Yes.
Let's do it. Well, we work with the management company in Toronto, and it's the same company as the Cheers, and we're a Canadian band from the East Coast as well.
That's trying to find a well-lit, quiet place, and now the pop machine is acting up. Okay, sorry about that. You can hear.